Bulvinak, everyone. Thank you for joining us. In the last national budget, we made it a priority to ensure reliability and access remain the foundation of our transport system. So one of our commitments was specifically to create a level playing field for all taxi operators. So ladies and gentlemen, as announced, as of Monday, the 25th of April 2022, we will do away with the base and stand system and adopt an open taxi ranking system. This will actually cater for approximately 8,000 odd registered taxis. All taxi bases, excluding the private taxi bases, as of Monday, will become open taxi ranks, providing equal opportunity to 8,000 registered taxis. As we progress, we will be increasing the number of open ranks as we identify more sites and spaces for operations in conjunction with the Fiji Roads Authority. Over the past 9 months, ladies and gentlemen, the Open Taxi Ranking Technical Working Group, which comprises of the Ministry of Economy, the Ministry of Commerce, Trade, Tourism, Transport, Ministry of Local Government, Office of the Solicitor General, the Land Transport Authority, and the Fiji Roads Authority, and the Fiji Police Force have been working with respect to the transition to the new system. We have been doing this in consultation with the taxi industry, Fiji-wide, including all the associations in the 3 divisions, to capture the views and the contributions of all taxi operators and drivers. So the open taxi rank system will allow taxis to operate on a first-in, first-out basis, and similar to other countries around the world. And the new system would lead to improved services and ease some of the financial burden on our operators and the transport sector. We've actually designed this model to suit the Fijian transport sector so that we can actually maximize benefit for operators and consumers. System will actually provide uniformity across the board for all taxis. It will also create greater opportunities for taxi operators to attract more business whilst reducing illegal operations. For taxi operators, this is a major transformation from a 33-year-old outdated archaic system, and this is why we've worked hand in hand with the taxi operators to ensure that the policy and regulatory change is actually understood and embraced within the taxi industry. Change is not easy, as we all know. It can be challenging, but we can't put creativity on hold simply because it can be difficult. So this sector desperately needs more creative solutions, and this is one of them, and through this particular solution, drivers and passengers both will benefit. So therefore, effective from the 25th of April 2022, all taxis are to operate under the open taxi rank system framework. This means that taxis will operate on a first-in, first-out basis, as I mentioned earlier, or a rotational basis, whichever you want to call it, and that is the first taxi to arrive at any rank will be the first to take on passengers. As and when the taxis arrive at the ranks, they take passengers, move out, and queue up for after the last taxi on its return at any allocated rank. Taxi operators will also continue to benefit from the waiver of taxi base and stand fee. In this financial year, a budget allocation of $2.5 million is provided to pay base fees for taxis and minibuses, carriers, and buses for 1 year. So the Fijian government will implement the annual PSV levy to replace these base fees, and the levy amount will be determined at a later date. All taxi operators must continue to comply with all the necessary laws applicable to them, and the open taxi rank system is only for taxis. Other permit holders such as LH, LC, and LR permit holders cannot use these allocated spaces. And I repeat, this is only for taxi permit holders. Some of the rules and regulations around it, a taxi mustn't be parked at the rank also without a taxi driver. That means that the driver must only enter the rank to provide service to the public and not run their personal errands by parking their vehicle in these particular ranks. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot emphasize enough that holding a public service vehicle permit comes with great responsibility, and the main obligation is to the general public and the people that we serve. You should ensure that people have easy access to the service, and also safety is paramount. So as the minister responsible for the transport sector, I take this opportunity also to thank all our stakeholders who have assisted in implementing the open taxi rank system effective from the 25th of April 2022. We acknowledge also the importance of partnership and will continue working closely with the stakeholders to improve the transport industry and to achieve our goals. For taxi operators who have any queries or questions, they can contact the LTA customer service line on 339-2166 or email at help@lta.com.fj. The LTA also has a number of frequently asked questions available for some of you that may actually have them. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for now. So, open to questions if you have them now.
So you said that there was some issues with the taxi operators and drivers. So can we say that majority of these operators and taxi drivers were okay with this open base?
Well, like anything in the world, you're not going to get 100% positive feedback from everyone, but we've had pretty much majority of them saying that it's okay, they're okay with it. You know, what's most important, what has to be remembered, that this actually gives a level playing field to every registered taxi in the country. And that's equality. Any other questions?
So one thing that was highlighted by the association earlier is that this can lead to an influx of taxis in one particular area and a scarcity of taxis in some, let's say, rural areas. Just your comments on that, sir.
Not necessarily. You know, the taxi permits that people have, they're zoned. So you stay within your zone. If you come to a particular zone, you can pick up, go back, and you will be then going back via a designated rank where you can actually go pick up and go back to the zone that you're actually coming to. So it's not, we don't see that as a problem, but we also have enforcement people on the ground. There will be enforcement people on the ground. And we continue to work with the Fiji Roads Authority with respect to putting up more ranks in and around the country. So, you know, as I said, it's been a collaboration. The exercise has been with the Fiji Police Force, the city councils, the Fiji Roads Authority. So, you know, we've got very good data and good information with respect to the current existing bases and also with the ones that are coming up. So we continue to mark out new bases around the country. All good? Thank you very much. Thank you, people.